Today is era of election, and it is expected that the Republican Party will do very well tomorrow and tomorrow night. And if that happens, there will be a postmortem, a discussion of how the Democrats lost this. And that discussion will be dominated by pundits and the moderate wing of the Democratic Party. And they will come to the conclusion that it was the woke Democrats whose fault it was. The Democratic Party veered too far left. And they will do that because it absolves them of any responsibility. You will also hear talk of that the American people chose to focus on inflation and a crime wave that probably doesn't really exist, rather than democracy. But if that is true, a large part of that is because the responsibility for this defeat lies with the Biden White House, if it's a defeat, and with the media, because they allowed the Republican Party to frame the January 6th events instead of constantly speaking about that as a moment in an ongoing insurrection in which almost the entire Republican Party was complicit. The media stopped talking about it for a long time, allowed Republicans to come on television and talk about other issues without asking them over and over again, what was your role? Why did you think this was okay? Why did you spread the big lie so much before January 6th? And then the president himself only about 3 or 4 times mentioned democracy. If democracy is really in crisis, and it is, Joe Biden should have mentioned it every day. Instead, he didn't. Instead, we were told over and over again not to talk about January 6th, not to talk about Trump, and not to talk about the threat to democracy, because that undermines the agreed consensus among the punditry that the two-party system and the false equivalencies, and now the Republicans are going to benefit from that.